So in terms of for professionals that might attend training on strangulation, what would be the key message that you would want them to take away in terms of how they approach or support survivors or victims of strangulation?
I think it's for them to understand the risk of anybody who has experienced strangulation, that the facts behind it are that those victims are at higher risk of further harm, that they've got a higher incidence of the risk of homicide, and that if the person sitting in front of you isn't covered in cuts and bruises and they don't have any physical signs, doesn't mean to say that they're not at risk and that they need to be checked out. So I think understanding how dangerous strangulation is, ensuring that the victim always gets help and support, and that they're recommended to attend a medical professional, somebody sees them, within immediately or within 24 hours. And when you're dealing with them, I think on the night the police attended, because the neighbour said he had attempted suicide while all, in between the police being called and them arriving. The ambulance arrived and they checked him over, and yet he had tried to strangle me, and nobody had thought for the ambulance to come across the road and to check out how I was. And then when the police had come to do the dash risk assessment, they didn't make it clear what that was, or that the outcome could affect the support that I got. If it had shown in high risk, it would have meant that we were prioritised with the police. It would have went to the MARAC meeting, and there would have been more agencies involved in making sure children were safe. But the dash wasn't completed very well. The questions weren't asked. So I think it's just all of those things. Strangulation is high risk. The impact mentally on the victim is huge, and it's not just if she looks okay on the night that everything's fine. There's going to be a lot going on for her for a long time.